Ladies and gentlemen, really quickly, before I read you a Reuters article talking about former President Trump and why he really doesn't have to abide by a congressional subpoena, and we'll get to that in a second. He's pretty much laughing at it because the House and Senate are going to go Republican in about 3 weeks. But here, Politico, Holder held in contempt of Congress. This is June 28th, 2012. Isn't that interesting how when democracy revolves around Democrats being, Democrats abiding by congressional subpoenas or demands for records, well, it's not a big deal, right? So the House has voted to hold Attorney General Eric Holder in contempt of Congress over his failure to turn over documents related to the Fast and Furious scandal, the first time Congress has taken such a dramatic move against a sitting cabinet official. The vote was 255 to 67, with 17 Democrats voting in support of a criminal contempt resolution, which authorizes Republican leaders to seek criminal charges against Holder. The Democratic support came despite a round of behind-the-scenes lobbying by senior White House and Justice officials, as well as from party leaders to support Holder. Okay, that's Politico, Holder held in contempt. By the way, hit subscribe to this channel right now, ladies and gentlemen. I will have a live stream this evening at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Be here at 6 p.m. Pacific. Your support via Patreon if you want to support my channel long-term and my work long-term. The Patreon link is below. If you want to give a super thanks, the super thanks button is right next to the like and the share buttons. Subscribe also to H.A. Goodman's other channel, the Stock Market Crash channel also. And please do be here tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific for the live stream, ladies and gentlemen. 6 p.m. Pacific. The link is below in the pinned comment. We're going to talk about the fact that the Congressional Committee pertaining to January, a panel that has yet to provide evidence needed to indict Trump, has unanimously demanded his testimony, and, well, he doesn't have to testify. He doesn't have to testify, number one, because he didn't commit a crime. They didn't indict him. They've tried desperately to accuse him of a specific crime. He hasn't committed a crime. That's why Trump, when they say, oh, he gets away with so much, they can't prove he committed a crime, whether it's in New York or Georgia or D.C. Or the Mueller probe. Find a crime, Democrats. Find one crime. Find one, because you could find a crime with Hunter and Hillary in like 2 seconds. Okay, 2 seconds. In fact, if you watch the short on this channel, the Honorable Director Comey states, well, no reasonable prosecutor would indict, although there's evidence of criminal wrongdoing. That's 25,000 views on this channel. It's his words, not my own. And I want a Hillary Trump 2024. I think that's eventually going to take place, which would be absolutely fantastic. I'd vote for Trump a million times over. I want a great economy. We had a record low in poverty. What is the point of being on the left if with Trump you had a record low in poverty in 2019? Record 10.5%, a record since poverty rates were recorded in the United States of America, and record highs in household median income. Growing economy, inflation at 2%, gas prices low, energy prices low. It was fantastic. It was a fantastic economy. If the media melted down in D.C. and the establishment in Hollywood, if they all melted down, who cares? The average person was doing better. We had record low Black and Latino unemployment with record highs in household median income for every demographic. Almost every demographic had a record high in household median income. And so, when people say, oh, he abandoned the working class, the working class, everyone did better. What are you talking about? It's worse now. We have 8 to 9% inflation, and inflation went up yesterday. It went up, not down, up. And interest rates are going up. So there's a congressional demand for him to testify pertaining to what, we don't know. They only have 3 weeks, and then the House and Senate are going to become Trump Republican. Okay? Then you have Paul Ryan saying, "Oh, Trump, he can't win." It's like, hello, Paul Ryan lost. Trump defeated Clinton. Paul Ryan will never become president, which is what Trump had become in 2016. So, Trump was president for 4 years. Whether or not Paul Ryan or Nancy Pelosi like that reality or agree with that or accept that reality, he was president for 4 years. He already defeated Clinton in 2016. And so that's something Paul Ryan will never, ever achieve in his life. But see, again, you have these people saying, "Oh, Trump is damaged." It's like, you have an entire American political establishment, not only the Democratic Party, people like Liz Cheney and Paul Ryan and Adam Kinzinger and all these people. Kinzinger and Cheney voted alongside Trump over 90% of the time in Congress. The thing is, he's against never-ending counterinsurgency conflicts and wars, Trump is. And he's willing to negotiate, and he's willing to meet with Kim Jong-un, being the first president to step foot in North Korea. And so they don't like that. They don't like that. That's the type of thing they don't like. But here, the Congressional Committee investigating who they say instigated, okay, Trump is not likely to cooperate with the committee's demand to provide documents and testimony under oath. And so I just read you Eric Holder. Nothing happened to Eric Holder. And he was the Attorney General, okay? And he was held in contempt of Congress. And so is it a failure to defy a congressional subpoena? Well, really quickly, we can also go ahead and fact check Washington Post. Clinton destroyed emails after fact check. Trump claims Clinton destroyed emails after getting a subpoena from Congress. Fact check. Trump is technically correct on the timeline, okay? But Clinton's staff had requested the emails to be deleted months before the subpoena. So what? What is that? How on earth is that a rebuttal? The Washington Post, my God. He was correct about the timeline. Clinton got a subpoena and then weeks later deleted emails. And then they say, but the emails were already scheduled to be deleted. Like it's like some kind of train that's like, or like ship that's about to embark on a long voyage. And gosh, the cruise ship couldn't stop. It's like, no, what? The emails were deleted after a subpoena. And Trump was 100% right about that. And the media was 100% wrong in trying to spin it into, it wasn't that big of a deal. So I just read you Eric Holder. Then you have House Republicans issued more than 70 subpoena letters investigating Hillary Clinton just since the FBI's decision on emails in July. Okay, so this was after Director Comey's wonderful, and you could hear James Comey on this channel. Watch the short on this channel. Be here tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific time for the live stream, ladies and gentlemen. 70 subpoenas were, almost all of them were ignored. Actually, I think all 70 were ignored. Because this was after July 2016 when Comey went to bat and covered up for Clinton and her crimes. So, you can't transfer top secret intel. And I think it was the same Democrats, House Democrat Steny Hoyer, quote, with the barrage of unwarranted attacks through subpoena letters, House Republicans are engaged in a blatant partisan campaign to discredit Secretary Clinton at the expense of American taxpayers and congressional resources. Investigation after investigation has found no wrongdoing, and Director Comey made it clear that there was no criminal activity. No, he actually stated there was. Watch the short on this channel. He says, although there's evidence of potential violations of the legal statutes pertaining to the handling of classified data, we believe that no reasonable prosecutor would indict. And so there you go. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the deal, man. Inflation is up. Democrats are going to lose both the House and the Senate. Like I've been saying, did I not do segments on the Senate being lost, even though the polls were up? The generic ballot, the polls showed Democrats winning the Senate. I said the Senate is going to lose. Democrats are going to lose the Senate. You can watch the past couple of weeks and watch the segments. But the polls now, the generic ballot now, according to Rasmussen, is like 7 points up for Republicans, Trump Republicans. We're not talking about the Paul Ryan, Adam Kinzinger, Liz Cheney who lost by 40 points. We're not talking about the Kinzinger Republican who won't even run for re-election because they know they're done in terms of in terms of politics, but they can work for CNN and MSNBC in 2 seconds. Kinzinger and Cheney are very smart. They're Republicans who voted 90% of the time alongside Trump in Congress, but now they're going to be paid millions going on CNN, MSNBC with books or whatever. Maybe not millions, but maybe as consultants, who knows? But it'll be very lucrative somehow. Give me your thoughts below. It's very lucrative pretending to be against Trump. And the reason they're against Trump is foreign policy. Trump opposes the Lincoln Project, okay? The same people who opposed marriage equality and wanted a marriage amendment. They should have been canceled a long time ago. But anyway, hit subscribe to this channel. The Lincoln Project and Bernie Sanders vote alongside the same political party. Let that sink in for a second. Give me your thoughts below. Be here tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific for the live stream. Trump doesn't care. He's like laughing at this demand to testify. Give me your thoughts.